biggest trends that we saw coming into 2016, and that's going to last for a long time, is that brand awareness and lead generation are going to really start coming in hand. It is no longer enough to just say, well, here's some content, or here's a great, piece that was created. It needs to actively generate results. By results, no, a piece of marketing collateral is not going to immediately lead to sales. It doesn't work that way. But what we want to showcase is that there are steps that you need to take to bridge that gap from brand awareness to a lead generation. So there's a couple things you need to have in place for brand awareness. One, you need to have your foundation down. Everything from, is your site capable? Are you capable of having a growing site, website that is? Can you add blogs to it? Is it mobily responsive? Can people see it on any of their devices? A lot of that basic foundation as far as the digital platform. Your brand messaging. What is your position? What do you stand for? What are the things that you're trying to sell? What are your services or your products? And how can you engage your consumer is essential when we start developing that particular plan. And so oftentimes a lot of the companies think, oh, well, your marketing should just be reflecting on promotion of this particular product or service. That is not how consumers take in information anymore. We are a research generation now. We review things. We can go to multiple sites, get background information, and really make our own decisions before we decide to click to buy or pick up the phone to buy. Your position in your company needs to be one of explaining, being a resource, showing that you're either a thought leader or that you actually have a full understanding of how, whether your product or service works with the consumer, okay? And then it can lead towards the path of that lead generation opportunity. But you have to not only connect and gather attention, but then you have to engage with them. And with engagement comes a lot of content. Blogs, social media, video, photography, infographics, a slew of content that you can actually have out there that'll connect to them. Because you don't necessarily have, say 100, put it to you this way, 100 different consumers. They're not all going to the same thing. They may be siphoned off as to, one is attracted to this blog, one's attracted to this social media post, that one over there is attracted to a question or a survey you put out there. And so when you start thinking about how, okay, out of 100, they're all diverse in how they're thinking, now you can really start understanding and appreciating why that brand awareness campaign needs to be diversified so you can make sure you're attracting that audience. Take that step the next level further is, okay, using this content to do what? Now you create landing pages, you create downloadable white papers, anything and anyhow that you can start engaging your consumer, but in the same token, you're gathering data. So if they're signing up for a webinar, they want to download a white paper or any other type of documentation that you may have to give to them. You may think like, oh, I'm giving something away from free. Well, them giving you their phone number, their email address, their name, or any other bit of information is an asset to you and your sales team. So it doesn't mean that they're going to buy right away, but that lead generation is no longer those hot leads that you used to be able to probably get. It is now more of a nurturing funnel. If you do get a hot lead, great. But then know that all the rest of them, so say out of 10, 2 may be hot leads, all the rest of them just want to be further nurtured, just want more information until it's time for them to buy. So if you shift your mindset to saying, well, why do I need content or why do I need social media? I just want leads. You have to understand that there's a full process, A to Z, as to getting them there. And if you're skimping out or thinking, oh, well, this is irrelevant, I don't need this, you're missing out on greater opportunities over here to further nurture what is potentially coming through, or a potential long-lasting client that may not have otherwise wanted to connect with you without this type of information. So, brand awareness and lead generation do go hand in hand. Have a plan, have a strategy. Beholder can help. Thank you so much.